Biden gave a speech, this being Friday night after the election, an election that keeps going for many days like has never happened before. So Biden gives now an address, I suppose an update, in middle of this week-long election, because I guess the Constitution changed, right? A living Constitution, America no longer has election day, but elections week or weeks. And Biden is giving this completely surreal. I've never seen a spectacle like this. It looks like something out of David Lynch again, or if you want to see something very similar, look up Japanese politician Hideo Kojima, Kojima, on YouTube. Something from closed circuit public television absurdity where he's on this projector screen. So Biden is on this projector screen. He's not there in person. And he appears on this bleak blue projector screen in front of what seemed to be a car dealership. An empty car dealership. Now, I don't know if they were trying to give the impression of a car rally, but the cars, if you look at, are empty. So he's giving this speech from a projector into closed car dealership with the lights off. Are they trying to make a statement? Have they read Marinetti? Is this a futurist visual manifesto in which they try to make Biden look young and vital? I don't know. But I see many who are taken aback by this bizarre show tonight and who see Biden talk where on top of his natural dementia in delivery, there's also this, no, he's speaking very unsure of himself. His tone is not one of celebration or victory. He's not declaring a win. The content of what he's saying is also half and half. It's nothing. And although some were expecting him to declare victory tonight, but he sounds defeated. He sounds unsure of himself. And people see this, and they see also the hesitant and unsure nature of the opponent in general, because shitlibs on television and otherwise online, they're acting very similar to Biden. It's very odd. There's a note of hesitation. They don't know, actually, they seem confused. And I think you're seeing is phenomenon Nietzsche described, where the criminal is not worthy of his crime, and he knows it. When the criminal brings dishonor to his crime, he knows he has overreached. He's not up to it. And that's what I think you're seeing here, where the enormity of what they've done, what they're actually doing. They know that, you know, like imagine a perverted 19-year-old flasher, some kind of creepy pervert, right, who rubs up to people on the subway, flashes them, and he's about to do his first rape on a supermodel. She's knocked out on GHB. Or imagine serial killer who's clumsy because it's his first kill. And it's like he can't quite believe it. He's not up to what he's doing. He also can't believe he's getting away with it. And that's what I think is going on here. They can't quite believe they're getting away with what they're getting away with this enormity of when their opponent, Trump, having had a historic and really a realignment election like hasn't taken place since Nixon. That was what Trump victory was like. And I will talk on this show about this a little later, but really historic margins, unexpected, and they're stealing it in front of the country in slow motion in the days after the election. For many days after the election night, stealing it through a few big city vote counting precincts where they own the vote counters, and they just keep coming up with the ballots they need to overcome margins of 5, 10 points, in some cases 17 points in Pennsylvania, enormous margins, and nobody is stopping them. And they can't quite believe they're getting away with just keep finding ballots. And where the media, even a large part of the opposing party, the GOP, who are turncoats, is helping them. And really, in a kind of madhouse setting, it's asking people, where's the evidence? Like, people are stealing flat screen TV from a store, right? And when you say, what are you doing? Stop them. The police or whoever, they ask you, well, where is the evidence? And they're stealing a TV in front of you. I want to ask a serious question. How much of this has to do with the fear, recently an inculcated fear, not to offend a black woman? It's a serious question. And I'm not talking about Kamala, because you may not know, but in year 2000, when this happened in previous election, Bush versus Gore, you had in Florida, Republican lawyers, I think they physically stormed a vote fraud precinct like this in Florida, and they put a stop to that. They physically stop these shiboons from manufacturing ballots, which is what's going on here. And that's not what's happening here. I mean, there's nobody stopping here. Nobody's stopping them, excuse me. There's no team of lawyers, there's no protesters stopping them, nothing. I want to ask, is that because of the Floyd thing? Is that because of the weak upper middle class American having been mentally, spiritually caponized to where they're unable to oppose overt crimes so long as they're being committed by a Chantel? Yes, I named my daughter Chantel, it's French. Yeah, they half-breed. They half-breed. But yes, gentlemen, this is a democracy manifest. A shiboon vote precinct manager throwing the election process of the biggest, baddest, most materially powerful country